Next at 6, it's Working for You Wednesday. San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria is joining us live to answer your questions.
A family sues the city of Lemon Grove and wins over a collapsed storm drain pipe and sinkholes on their property. Hear what the judge had to say.
San Diego's rental market, how competitive is it? What new numbers are showing tonight?
How law enforcement and Pride organizers are working to keep you safe this Pride.
And meet the man who created the Alpine Veterans Wall of Honor.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
A big win for two Lemon Grove families tonight. A judge sided with them in a dispute over a ruptured storm drain pipe that caused sinkholes in their backyards. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The city said it was the property owner's responsibility to fix the pipe, but the judge disagreed. CBS 8's Brian White gives us a look at the corroded pipes and has a reaction to the judge's ruling.
This video shows water rushing into a storm drain outside Sean Farson's home after a good rain. And this is where it ends up, coming out of this ruptured storm drain pipe in his and his neighbor's backyard, causing a massive sinkhole.
Every single time that it rains, water comes rushing out of here and it has nowhere else to go but right here.
And over time, this sinkhole has gotten bigger and bigger.
It's taller than I am, so we're looking at about 7 feet deep by about 6 feet wide, and it goes about 15 feet long.
And Sean, who is an active duty Navy SEAL veteran, says he has not one but two ruptured storm drain pipes in his yard and more sinkholes.
As you can see, it's caused a massive sinkhole that I'm standing in.
The pipes first ruptured over 2 years ago in January of 2020, and so he called the city out to take a look.
They told me that it was my problem and not theirs.
The cost for repairs was estimated between $550,000 and $850,000, and Sean was taken aback by all this.
Very angry, very frustrated. I felt backed into a corner. I felt like I was about to lose everything.
So he dug deep and decided to fight. He and his neighbor filed a joint lawsuit against the city of Lemon Grove.
It cost us over $150,000 to sue the city. I had to liquidate my savings accounts. I had to liquidate investments. I even had to borrow money from family.
Finally, in June, they had a 4-day trial in front of Judge Woolfield, who ultimately sided with the families by ruling that it was the city's responsibility to fix the pipes and reimburse their legal fees. His decision reads in part, quote, "Defendant chose to adopt a wait until it breaks plan of maintenance to save on the cost of monitoring and repairing the drainage system. The damages to plaintiffs' properties were caused by the inherent risks of defendant's unreasonable maintenance plan."
Many sleepless nights wondering how this was going to end, and I just feel so relieved for myself, for my family. We couldn't be happier.
In Lemon Grove, I'm Brian White for CBS 8.
All right, Brian, thanks. Another twist in the Rebecca Zahau case tonight. Zahau died more than a decade ago at the Spreckles Mansion on Coronado. Today, the family's attorney, Keith Greer, announced that the family is dropping its lawsuit against former Sheriff Bill Gore. They sued Gore to get documents related to the case they believed he was hiding. But it appears some of those documents don't exist, so they've dropped the suit. The family is now turning their attention to the medical examiner's office. They want the cause of death on the death certificate changed from suicide to undetermined or homicide.
We have a follow-up to a report we aired last night on a pair of 30-foot border walls being installed at Friendship Park in Imperial Beach. The Border Patrol emailed CBS 8 a statement today saying the border walls and pedestrian gate at Friendship Park need to be replaced because they are, quote, structurally unsound and present a safety risk. Opponents of the project are worried the gate will be removed, preventing families from visiting relatives through the fence. The Border Patrol statement did not say when construction would begin. A spokesperson says more information on placement of gates will be released in the near future. San Diegans are reaching out to tell us that their water tastes and smells like dirt. We first brought this story to you last night. A spokesperson from the city of San Diego told us that customers might be experiencing a temporary change in the taste and smell of drinking water caused by an organic compound called MIB. They say the taste and odor should go away in a few days.
The House Select Committee investigating January 6th wants to hear from former White House counsel Pat Cipollone on the record. CBS News confirms Cipollone has agreed to testify on Friday. Last week, former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson testified Cipollone had major concerns over the events surrounding the January 6th attacks.
Do you remember which crimes Mr. Cipollone was concerned with?
In the days leading up to the 6th, we had conversations about potentially obstructing justice or defrauding the electoral count.
The Select Committee has scheduled its next televised hearing for next week, Tuesday. It's expected to focus on domestic violence, extremism, and the rioters who breached the Capitol that day. Several people are without a home tonight. Their apartments caught fire in North Park this morning. It happened around 10:30 a.m. at the apartment complex on Boundary Street, just west of the 805. Crews put out the fire in about 15 minutes, but not before flames engulfed several units of the two-story building. People living in 3 apartments are now displaced. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
New numbers tonight show just how tough it is to rent a place to live in San Diego right now. For every available unit, there's an average of 24 applicants. In this Paradise at a Price report, the CBS 8's Shannon Handy shows us what people are doing to get an edge on the competition.
This time last year, a rental in San Diego would get an average of 14 applicants. That number has since jumped to 24, and some experts believe it could go even higher.
Right now, the number grows to 24. And until supply and policy gets in line with this, it will continue to grow.
Doug Ressler is with Yardi Matrix, a company behind a new study published by apartment search website Rent Cafe, which shows San Diego is the 16th most competitive rental market in the entire country. In California, it ranks 3rd.
Orange County is number 1. Central Valley is number 2.
According to his research, when an apartment or home is for rent in our county, an average of 24 people apply to live there. This time last year, that number sat at 14. Ressler says contributing factors include lack of supply and the high cost of buying a home. In April, the median sales price in San Diego hit the $1 million mark.
We see people like millennials who are the 40 to 50 age group, the upper end of the millennials. They're renting longer. They should be out buying homes, but homes aren't being built. They can't afford them.
It has been very competitive, and people will, do backflips to get into a place.
Brittany Brown, co-founder of Bridge House Property Managers, knows all about the competitive rental market. In some cases, she's seen up to 200 inquiries for one available unit. She says some people offer to pay more than the listed price to get ahead. Others have even used bribes to edge out the competition.
We've had a few people try to buy us lunch, or actually my business partner, one of the prospective tenants, was going down the street for a glass of wine, invited her for a glass of wine.
While bribes don't always work, according to Brown, here are some tips that can help you stand out. Write a cover letter about yourself, who's moving in, and what you like about the place. Ensure you have a good credit score. Follow up on your application, but not too much. Finally, show interest, ask questions, and be personable during a rental tour.
Talking a little bit to the property manager will make a difference and keep you in the back of their mind when they're looking at all the applications.
Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
Crazy competition.
Difficult out there for everyone.